a pretty song. I love Chris Tomlin so much. So I decided that every morning, because I know I've loved not having to vlog in the car on the way to work, because it helps me just kind of relax and like think about the day and focus on like positive thoughts and listen to my audio devotional. But what I want to do is, when I leave the house to myself, I'll sometimes post it on my Instagram stories, I'll sometimes vlog about it here, I want to say 3 positive thoughts. Like, think of 3 positive things about today or about that moment. And that's what I'm going to share with you right now. My 3 positive thoughts is, it is supposed to be a very cool and gorgeous day. It is a beautiful cloudless day right now, and the high is going to be 78, which is wonderful. That is my favorite. No higher than 78, no 80s. So that's awesome. Second positive thought, it's only a 6-hour shift. It's going to be, super easy, and Jared has a later shift, so I get to spend basically my whole afternoon with him before he goes to work that night. And then my third positive thought is, I have 2 very yummy, handmade, healthy meals for both of my 15-minute breaks that I have today, and I'm very much looking forward to both of them. So those are my 3 positive thoughts. I encourage you to do the same thing. Either share them on social media or just for yourself. Think of 3 positive thoughts every time you leave the house or get up in the morning or whatever. And I'm going to try and think of 3 positive thoughts at night, like 3 positive things that happened. And not just things that happened or things to think about. I like 3 positive thoughts that make you think about the day in a more positive way or in a happy way, make you feel happy about living today. Anyway, that's all. I'm going to go back to listening to Chris Tomlin. So today was like a 50-50 day, because it was a 6-hour shift, which I love 6-hour shifts. I got to work with a lot of really good cast that knew what they're doing. Some of my favorite cast. And I had like a lot of really good guest interactions, which I don't always have. I had a lot of really nice people, really cute kids, did some pin trading. But, oh yeah, we weren't too busy. The only thing was, there was this guest who, they were annual pass holders and been going to the park for 40 years. And they seemed really nice and chill, and the husband started like making jokes, and they started making inappropriate jokes that I was kind of like, and trying to get him to kind of stop, and kind of like hinting at the fact it's like, oh, my husband will like those jokes and he thinks those jokes are funny too. And then we got on the subject of like intelligence, and he seemed to like belittle women a little bit. And then I jokingly said like, oh, my husband's smarter than me, he's in grad school. And he's like, oh, what is he studying? And I was like, okay, good, we can get this on a more reasonable, rational conversation. So we started talking about school and stuff, about how I had graduated with graphic design, and he was studying like environmental health sciences, and how he was like excited to get on like the safety team here at Disney, and how cool that would be. And he was like, oh, what would he do? And I started listing different things he would do, and then like he started talking about how, I guess, basically making it seem like the safety team wasn't doing their job and that Disney didn't care about safety, which, if you're a Disney cast member, that's a load of hooey. Disney cares so much about safety, like, it's kind of obnoxious. That's why all those really obnoxious rules are set in stone. Why you don't go under the chains, why don't you do this, that, and the other thing. It's not just for our own health, it's because they care about safety. Anyway, after basically explaining to him, because he was more complaining about food safety and saying that like Disney doesn't care about food safety, which again I say, I did outdoor foods, and I also did worked in foods at Storybook Circus, which both of those, like, I had to go through food training, and it's like, they don't care, they don't do anything. And it was at this point in the conversation, whenever guests start like waving me away, like my opinions away or my facts away, that's a true fact, that's when I'm like, they just want to vent. They don't care about the facts or anything. And then he just continued on and on and on. And at this point, I was like, I don't want to talk to this person, but I didn't know how to get out of the conversation. So I just sat there and smiled and nodded my head. And I tried to give some examples on how, like, positive side. I was like, well, I know here at Attractions, you know, the managers are constantly getting, which this is true, the managers are constantly getting pros and cons, things that are good, things that are bad, on how to change the attraction. This is why we joke around about how things change around Frozen like every week, because sometimes that is the case. And he was like, no, Disney doesn't care, Disney doesn't care. From my side, in my experience, and also from Jared's side, Jared actually being on the safety team and hearing about this, that, and the other thing at parks, Disney is doing their very best to try and give guests a better experience and a safer experience, making it safe for the cast and for the guests. That's why all those obnoxious little rules are set in place. And that's my PSA for the day. I'm gonna have a more positive day. I'm not gonna let that one guest issue make my life or the rest of my day bad. Heidi-ho. Don't remember the last thing I vlogged, but I am home. I opened up all the windows because it is beautiful, like gorgeous outside, not like my hair gorgeous. I literally I was fiddling around trying to find the addresses that I thought the Knot had saved under the Knot app, and I found out some other really cool information about a couple of other little things that I need to do for post-wedding stuff, but that's beside the point. That will probably be for maybe another Bridal Diaries vlog, who knows. Which also reminds me, if you guys have any questions about weddings or vendors or venues or anything, Emily, I'm talking to you. Please ask below and I will do a video about it. Because I'm sure there's things that I haven't talked about that are like about weddings or post-wedding stuff. I haven't changed my name yet. We're waiting until after the cruise is over, so don't ask about that. I'm sure we will do a video about that, because when I go get my name changed, Jared and I are going to get new IDs because we need them. I was going to say something though. Oh, through fiddling through all my wedding stuff and deleting apps that I don't need anymore, I discovered that I haven't updated my website since the wedding. So I updated the Dani Diaries website. Anyway, Jared and I discovered something about Amazon Prime Now is some things they sell on some days and some they don't. I guess it depends on how much stock they have. For example, I wanted strawberries. They didn't have strawberries 2 days ago. They have strawberries now. Thank God. I forgot to order a couple of other things. So I'm currently waiting for my Amazon Prime Now order, and then I'm going to go for a walk. Problem is I'm losing light, so instead of, because I've been walking outside the complex, because there's like sidewalks all along, and I think I'm just going to walk inside the apartment complex tonight, especially because I'm not going to have a whole lot of light. I may actually put some leggings on because it's actually getting kind of chilly outside, which is wonderful. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I just wanted to update you guys. Also, I have not vlogged as much as I wanted. With the wedding, things got a little busy. I may do a actual blog post about tips about the wedding. If that's something you're interested in, again, comment below, let me know. I know I want to make notes on tips for running your first 5K, my experience in a month using the Tone It Up membership program, and just my experience with that. And yeah, there's a couple of other things that I want to blog about. I miss blogging. I just haven't had the time because of the wedding, and now I'm realizing I have all this time, and I'm like trying to remember all of the little projects and things that I've put like on a shelf in the back of my head that I haven't wanted to think about. Now I'm trying to like dig through those and be like, okay, now what do I want to do now? It's good though. It's good to have all this time on my hands. I'm also got a lot of short shifts next week or so, and at first I kind of felt bad. But because of my allergies have been so bad, it's good, because that way I'm getting the rest that I need. Anyway, I gotta check on my Amazon Prime order, so I'll see you in a bit. I was tracking my Amazon Prime Now order, and supposedly, he was just around the corner. Unfortunately, he decided to take the long way around and catch me on the way back. So this is now an hour later. I mean, I'm not complaining. Literally, the order said or it can arrive anywhere from 6 to 8 o'clock. I was assuming at the very earliest it would come at 6. I should have gone at 6, but like around 6:15 is when it was like, oh, they've left with your order. And like, you know, it can take about like 30 minutes for them to get here. And he drove right by. I'm venting for no reason now. Anyway, if you're wondering what the heck I'm doing, I'm walking back and forth in my small apartment because I wanted to go for a walk around the apartment complex, but it's like almost 8 o'clock, which, yes, means that my order will be here in 15 minutes. But I'm just like, I wanted to be like doing my actual workout now, and then I can make dinner and plan for tomorrow's meals. But this is what happens when I don't pay the $5 extra, so that way I can get here in an hour instead of 2 hours or more. It's okay. I'm not bitter. Anyway, just thought I would vlog about that. I really wanted to go on a 30-minute walk. I'm gonna try, again, don't think it's actually going to happen, but I want to try, and I'm either gonna go for a 30-minute walk when I get home from work tomorrow, because I get off at 5. So theoretically, I should be able to go for one with still daylight. But the other part of me, I just don't like walking so early in the morning. Maybe if I get up at like 6:30 and go for a 30-minute walk then, or maybe 6:20 and go for a 30-minute walk and then come back and do like a quick little like, I don't know. We'll see. I really want to like work out in the mornings or go for a walk in the mornings. It's just, it's kind of dark outside around 6 o'clock, and you know what I mentioned, you know, that that attempted kidnapping a year or so ago. It's always in the back of my head. Anyway, I think I'm actually going to end the video here. For dinner, I'm most likely going to have rice, and then I think I'm either, I haven't decided yet. I think I'm going to have fish again, but like do it a different way, like see if I could find like a recipe, maybe do like baked fish or something. I know there was one with like fruit. I think it'd be really cool to like have like pineapple fish or something, like maybe like a tropical fish. I'll have tropical fish and then Asian rice. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being supportive of this channel. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to subscribe to my Princess Diaries channel, or Dani's Princess Diaries, or whatever I called it, that YouTube channel. I'm trying to post at least once a week on there. And check out my blog. Hopefully by the time this video comes up, I would have posted a new blog. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.